Right, sun's not in the best place, but I'm going to have a go at repairing the original Philips radio cassette. Last time I was using it, it chewed up Queen's Greatest Hits. Pretty good, really. So I'm going to have a look inside. What I'm expecting to find is the tapes wrapped around the roller, or one of the pinch rollers has grabbed it. That's what they usually do. And then, because when I pulled it out, I knew it was bad because there's a load of it still stuck in there. So I'm guessing it's still going to be wrapped around inside the mechanism. Clean it all out, get it cleaned up, and get some. You're supposed to use like alcohol cleaning type stuff, but I've always been alright with like a brake cleaner or something similar to that. That's like solvent, gets rid of any sticky stuff. There's a chance the pinch roller rubber has perished because it's that old, and belts were okay, but you never know when you rip a tape out what actually happens in there. So fingers crossed it'll come apart and we'll actually be able to see what's wrong and fix it. Right, first thing I need to do is get the top off. I've already checked what it is. Little torque screw there to release the aerial screw, on this particular one anyway. They're all going to be different, this is just an example of what to do. And then we need to separate the top. Now sometimes it's like, see it here, all the way along and all the way around. This one, the panel drops down across the back. So easiest way is just stick a screwdriver in and prise up, bit of a twist on each one, and gradually work your way around, lifting the top, and then just easing it off. On this one you have to make sure that that stays, there you go, it's come off quite easily, that stays down inside or you'll start risking breaking the board. You lift the top off, put it out of the way, and then what you've got inside is all your radio tuner and everything on this side, which is that there. Don't lose that. Yeah, when you turn your tuning, it turns that string. I don't know if you can see it there. That moves your string, which then in turn moves the, where is it there? Moves your display. The rest of it's all pretty much electronic underneath. There's the motor, a big silver thing. There's the tape playing motor. It's only a simple version with the fast forward and eject, so there's no complicated mechanism. It just literally plays and does what it needs. But as I expected, I'm trying to show you these that pinch roller there that holds the tape taut, and that pin there that has still got a load of tape around it. There you go, you can see it starting to unravel. There you go. Now that's obviously not ideal. Can't get to it. Need a pair of pliers. Bear in mind I'm not left-handed. There you go. Sorry, I'd got you off the screen a bit there. Yeah, there you go. There's half a Bohemian Rhapsody, I think. But yeah, it basically winds it round the head. It sticks. Instead of flowing past it, it sticks. And then winds it round in circles. So what I need to do now is this spindle here and that pinch roller there. I'll make sure that rubber's okay. Not focus. Make sure this rubber's okay, and then clean it up with probably cotton buds, earbuds, and get any muck off it. The head that it actually reads the tape from is that one there. That's what the music's picked up on. You can usually adjust those up and down if the tone's out and things like that. You usually do that through a hole in the top. Right, so what I'll give it a clean up, and hopefully it'll be okay. Fairly quick fix. Right, got a little bit of solvent in there. It's only a tiny little bit that you need. And a couple of earbuds. Basically, just rubbing any dirt off any spindles. So this is the one that the tape was stuck around. And you can, ideally you could do with these with it running, and then you get a good spinning disc, a good spinning surface to be cleaning, rather than just a little bit like this, but so far from what I can see, the pinch roller here looks okay. It's not split or anything, it's probably just got hold of it. And because it's free spinning, I believe, yeah, it's free spinning, so all I'm doing is dragging it around in a circle, and you're starting to get muck off it like that. It means you're actually getting something off the rubber. Bear in mind that the car this came out of had been parked for about 20 years. Maybe not quite, yeah, about 20 years I think it was, the green one. And it was at that time when I got it, it was 21 years old maybe. No, 31 years old, sorry, not 21, 31 or thereabouts. Yeah, so all I do, just keep going until you don't get any more black off. Once you've got the black off, it's nice and smooth, no mucky grease, no build up of dirt. That's all they are. It's just time, use, all these things you don't get these days. Now everything's digital, you just press and go. There's no mechanical thing to make your music, it just happens like magic. Yeah, so still getting black off. But the actual roller itself looks okay. It's not got any splits or damage or anything in it. It's just literally build up of dirt as you get. Also then the head, just give that a quick wipe over. As I say, there's probably specific things you're supposed to use for these, but all you're trying to do is clean off the dirt surface and with a solvent that evaporates, that then doesn't cause any more residue. Just keep going at this. It's a little bit fiddly. I'm just doing it at a slight angle so it turns the wheel with each movement until you basically clean. I mean, it's still coming off with black. Alright, focus. Still coming off with black now. So I might try the other approach and go from this side. So it would be a lot easier if it was running with a tape in it, because it'd be spinning away, but then you run the risk of trapping it in things. And right, that's more or less clean now. There's a tiny little bit of grey, but I'll just keep going the last little bit. Getting a full wipe over the whole surface this way. Should be okay. I mean, it did work, it wasn't broken, it just chewed up my tape. So what I shall do is I'll put a power supply to it and I'll stick a tape in and see if there's anything I want to sacrifice, just in case. Right, I've been and got a tape. Hopefully Chris Rear's Road to Hell won't get chewed up, but I'll try and move you in a bit so you can see. Tip you down into the cassette deck. Alright, there we go. Where are we? Okay, right. So I shall switch it on now and I'll put the tape in position. And then I've got power probe to power it up. So in theory now, I'll power it up and push the tape in, and it should start playing. It won't play any music, it's not connected, but it should start playing the tape and not eat it. Yeah, it's going round okay. There's your heads. That's what reads the music. And there's your pinch roller. You can see the tape turning, going through it. Yeah, well, last time it managed to hook itself on that metal spindle and wind itself round and round in circles right in the middle of the screen. So I suspect that'll be okay. Once it's back in the car, I can play it properly with some music on and make sure it still sounds okay. Take the power off and eject it. There we go. And it's still as it should be. That's alright, easy fix. As I say, the rest of it should be okay, because I did know it did work. It just ate my tape. Stick the top back on. Put the protective plate back on just to stop it going wrong. Put your top on. Yeah, there's the map. Shows you the terminals. Unlike modern ones, you've got a positive and negative and a left and right speaker. Everything now, you're at 40 wires on them. And your ISO plugs. So basically, you just literally line this up. There. Not wanting to play somewhere. There. That's on the wrong side of that, that's right. Looks like it is, maybe. Not quite sat square. There. Bit of fiddle. That go behind that? Yeah, there you go, that's why. That little tab there, it was on the wrong side of it. That's back together. Now to find the screw, wherever that's gone. There it is. Stick the screw back into there. That holds the aerial socket in. And that's that. In theory now, it should actually be okay. So I'll get back in the car later on and try it.